This is Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes from our September 1st Auburn City Council meeting. We began during the Committee of the Whole last night talking about the Piper Glen subdivision that Councilwoman Connie Taylor had a number of questions that she wanted answered by the staff. This is a 61 lot detached single family subdivision being built primarily in Northwest Auburn. And so the staff did a great job of answering all of her questions, which she had submitted earlier. And hopefully the residents of Northwest Auburn have received all the answers that they're looking for. And I appreciate Councilwoman Taylor to submit those questions and go about receiving this information in a very professional manner. We also made an appointment to the West Pace Village Improvement District Board of Directors. Thomas Daniel had served a partial term and the City Council appointed him to a full term. And that is it for the Committee of the Whole. As we moved into the regular agenda last night, it being the first meeting of the month, we recognized a number of outstanding employees for not only being the Employee of the Month, but for service awards. And so Linda Dennar from our Public Safety Fire Division was our Employee of the Month, and we appreciate all of her great and hard work that she has done. I encourage you to go to the video that will be on the city's website that you can see me read the memo about Linda and all the great things that she's done for the city of Auburn, for you, the citizens of Auburn, and why she was recognized as the Employee of the Month. And there's also a number of service awards for outstanding employees who've been with the city anywhere from 5 to 20 years, and including a retirement. So thank you again to everybody who works for the city of Auburn and does an outstanding job representing you, the citizens, and providing services for you. As we get into the consent agenda, we had a couple of alcohol beverage license transfers. One is for Young Oil, which is located at 1599 South College Street. This is the longtime Chevron gas station that is now becoming a Grub Mart. And then there was a transfer of alcohol license for the old Cancun's restaurant on Opelika Road that is now the Taco Tequila Bar and Grill. The City Council approved a change last night for Tier 2 employees to receive Tier 1 benefits. Last year, the state government passed the Local Government Retirement Fairness Act, and the purpose of this bill was to allow employers participating in the employee retirement system to elect to provide the same retirement benefits given to Tier 1 plan members as to Tier 2 plan members. Basically, in our city since 2013, most of our employees are on the Tier 2 system. This creates a situation that is not in their best interest. And so this law was passed this past year from Montgomery, from our state legislators, and it's an opportunity for us to increase the benefits for our Tier 2 employees. This will cost you, the citizen, our city, about $300,000 a year to invest in this change, but the City Council felt like it was important for us to do that, to support all the employees who do a great job here at the city of Auburn. This certainly affects the age at which they can retire, how many years they have in the system, and obviously how much money they would receive at retirement. About 200 cities and counties across the state have already initiated this change. And so what we were finding in the city of Auburn is it was putting us in a disadvantaged situation to either retain employees or to hire good employees because our benefit package was not as attractive as other communities and other counties' benefit package. So this will get us in a better place as far as being an attractive community to work in. And we look forward to continuing to encourage our employees by providing them the best benefits possible. Under contracts and agreements, the City Council approved a contract with Adams Construction for over $872,000, and this is for the Dinius Park project. This is a piece of land on Glen Avenue that was donated to the city a few years back. The family also donated a large amount of money, over $770,000. So as you can see, about $100,000 of the citizens' money will be invested in this project. This will provide a parking lot, roads, bathrooms, utility infrastructure, cleanup, trails, dog parks initially. There'll be a second phase that will include a playground in the future, but this will be a passive park for all of our community to enjoy. And it's in a very strategic, unique location, kind of in the center of our community. So we thank the Dinius family, and we look forward to that being the project being started really soon. And hopefully by the end of 2021, we'll all be having a good time at the Dinius Park. The City Council approved a contract with JLD Enterprises through the Community Development Block Grant Program for resurfacing of Stubb Avenue and Slaughter Avenue. This money comes to us from the federal government through our grant through the CDBG grant program, and we look forward to getting these roads resurfaced here in the near future. There was an approval of a contract with Ozark Striping for $250,000 to restripe a number of roads here in the city of Auburn. We approved a contract with Sain and Associates Engineering Services for the Outer Loop Feasibility Study. The original study of the Outer Loop was done in 2002, and obviously it's 2020, about to be 2021. And so as we get closer to actually going forward with an outer loop, there are certainly data that we need to collect, traffic studies that we need to observe, and Sain and Associates will be conducting the study. The city will be responsible for 20% of this contract, and the Metropolitan Planning Organization will be responsible for 80%. So it's a great deal for the city of Auburn, and it'll give us great information as we move forward by trying to provide you, the citizen, the best way to travel in and around our community. And finally, under contracts and agreements, the City Council approved a contract with Southern Software, which is our annual renewal and customer service support fee associated with the mobile data information system for public safety police. And this is basically when a 911 call comes in, it's the software that allows that call to be forwarded over to the laptops that are inside of our police cars. And so technology certainly helps make us a safer community. And this was a contract that was easy for the City Council to approve as we continue to support our public safety. Under ordinance last night, we amended our mid-biennial budget that will end on September the 30th of 2020. These are the realities of what we have received this year and what we have spent. I think for you as a citizen of Auburn, you should be encouraged to know that we have received more money than we thought we would receive this year. This goes back to a strong first quarter of our fiscal year. With the end of football season last year, obviously winning the Iron Bowl and having a good Christmas season, we had a strong first quarter of the calendar year last year. So for the first 6 months of this fiscal year, financially, Auburn was doing really, really well. Obviously, the pandemic hit. There were struggles certainly in April and May, but the city has done financially very well this year and has held its own and has actually received more money than we budgeted. So this is the amended budget for you to go and look at what the reality is of all of the revenues that we have received and the expenses that we have extended on your behalf. The city, obviously, when the revenues were cut down, we did not spend the kind of money that we thought we were going to spend, that we had budgeted for this year. We cut some projects out because of what was going on. And I applaud our staff once again for being responsible and professional as they evaluated the situation that we were working in and living in during this summer. And then the City Council approved the 2021 and 2022 biannual budget. This is a long project that our staff has been working on virtually all summer. We had a fantastic team of people that was led by Allison Edge, our city treasurer and chief financial officer. All of our department heads put time and effort into developing a budget that would work for the city over the next 2 years. And they have done that. We had about 6 hours of budget hearings last week where we heard from all of the leadership within the city about what they expect our financial resources to be here over the next 24 months. What is the potential for capital improvement projects? Because of the well-managed effort and the culture of our city over generations, we're in a great position to sustain ourselves through a very, very difficult financial time. And so because of our history here, because of our professionalism here, because we have reserves in place, we can continue to provide all the great services that we've always provided the citizens of Auburn. We will cut back on some of the capital improvement projects that we were going to do for FY21. Because of this situation, we do expect our revenues to be down this year because of what's going to happen with football season. But we do believe as we go into FY22 that the city of Auburn will come back and will come back strong with jobs. We'll come back strong with revenues. We'll have a great football season in 2022 that will include the Georgia and the Alabama game. And we believe Auburn would be back and rolling here in the near future. But for the short term, we're going to have to cut back because we do believe that this fall will be certainly different than falls that we've ever experienced. But I applaud all of our department heads, once again, Allison Edge, the city manager and the assistant city manager, for their great effort to produce a budget that is real and that is something that we can utilize with confidence as we move forward over a very unique and difficult time here, especially for the next 4 to 5 months. And then finally, the City Council approved a working capital loan interest subsidy program with Terracotta Catering through Auburn Bank. And these are the same loans that we've been approving all summer that allow a small business to get over the difficulties of the times that we are currently living in. And we're proud to offer this program. And I applaud once again our economic development team for creating this. And we look forward to Terracotta Catering utilizing this plan to help them get to over difficult waters to a better day in the future. And that is all for our City Council meeting on September the 1st, 2020. Thank you for your time and have a great week.